Okay, hello dear friends, good afternoon, such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And this is the last day of school, and I just we will have an end of year party, and I have 1 hour time in between. So I want to hear just to get some of the emotion out. And blah blah blah. Do I look good? One student gave me this little gift. Put it on my hand, the little heart. And let's do as if life is normal. Outfit of the day. My red shoes. You cannot see, but it's okay. Okay, let's just blah blah blah. Here I am in Rengstoff House. It's the history site or history museum of my little town. Now let's take a look. So this is it. It's scorching hot here. And on the other side is the lake, and I think for a lot of children this is the last day of school, so there are some class party there. And here is the historical site or historical house of Mountain View, and inside is the history museum of Mountain View. I have done a video of this place, but now they are closed. So I think we can walk around under the shade a little bit. It's scorching hot. So what I want to talk about today is about emotions, the feeling of that I am not enough, we are not enough, feeling depressed, feeling stressed, feeling disappointed. As one friend put it, it's the issue of self-esteem. And this couple of days I was I was thinking about this question, and while I think about these questions, and also I was searching for some of my previous files, and I have seen one video I have done. It's not a video, it's a class recording. And I got all the permission to do that class recording, of course, and it's just make me feel very, very, very when I look back at something that I feel. I will not tell you the too much in detail. I was not prepared. There was something happening, and I just feel myself so not good, so uncomfortable in that situation. And a lot of things, a lot of times we happen to be just not feeling ourselves. Okay, you do not need to know the detail. It might be a student has a tantrum. It might be you are supervised without noticing, or it might be just you are supervised with noticing. that you are not a comfortable person to make a show in front of people, or for whatever reason that you do not feel comfortable. And that was that moment that I was so totally feel so uncomfortable. And now when I see this video, I feel so sad for myself, and I feel just so ashamed of a lot of time, a lot of situation. We make ourselves so uncomfortable, or the situation make us so uncomfortable. A lot of time we cannot be that confident. So that is one of the situation. I do not have self-esteem, or I have self-esteem, but it just not working out well. Do I explain it? Do I need to delete this part of video? I am thinking maybe I should not delete this part of video, because this is a very true struggle that we deal with from time to time or every day. I want to say that there are things that makes you not comfortable, and in our life there must be this kind of situation, and it is for us to make a decision to let this situation keep on happening or make a change. So this comes to the next question, which is relevant, is about change. We cannot make a change when things runs well, right? Only when you are not comfortable, it is the true motivation for us to make a change. If I have a good job, if I make good salary, if I am respected, if what I say was listened, respected, and followed through, I will never need to make a change, right? Because I am living the best of my life. But things is that when you are not comfortable with the situation, you want to make a change. But there is a balance. So yesterday I chat with my other friends, and some people leaving to new place to work, a lot of people leaving to new place to work. As a teacher, you know, this is the time at the end of the year is people changing time. Some people go to a different place to work, go to a new school, or not working and starting their own things. And so when you see other people make a change, voluntarily or involuntarily, especially voluntarily, some people that make the jump, make the leap to improve their life. For the people who is static, who is not making the change, who is staying there, who is stuck there, it is not encouraging, it is not motivating, it is intimidating, and it is just insulting, and it is just not a good feeling. I was in that situation, and I am frequently in that situation, feel intimidated, feel fear, feel just not good enough. And this is the time you make a decision to make this change or not. So I said, if I have a $2 million job, or $5 million job, or $200,000 job, let's just make a number. If I have a $2 million job, I can make the change. If the next situation, or if I already make $2 million, I will not be worried that I miss 200,000, 2,000, because I have the capacity to make it up, and I am already better than my previous situation, than this situation, right? Of course. But if I have $200 salary and I have to live with this $200 salary, and I do not have another thing, then this $200 salary, this $200 job becomes my livelihood. I cannot think about any change. You calculate the situation. When you are stuck, it's because you have no way out. You cannot jump from one place, or at least me. I cannot jump from one place and knowing I am risking everything. I have to have a base. There are people who jump out to make the leap and make it successful. But actually, there are a lot of intangible value that this person holds. If I leave this job, or if I leave this place, let's just talk about YouTube, because we are making this YouTube. If I leave YouTube, where do I find new subscribers? Where do I find my new business? If I take business or Ichi as a business base, where do I get new? Right? I do not have. I have not yet built up my network. I have not yet built up my presence. I have not yet built up my value in other places. I cannot leave it. Right? I cannot leave it, because this is my only revenue source. It makes a few $100s at the most, and this is it. Because I have no other way. But suppose if I have Vimeo, which I do not have, if I have Dailymotion, if I have other things, and which supplies enough revenue, enough base, enough value, then I do not need to care about YouTube, anything in life. If you have something already good, and you have already something that's ready to accept your change, your movement, and you will not jump into something suddenly lost everything, go for it. If you have another job offer, of course you can go. This is not even a question. Then you will not make this question to me, right? Then we do not need to talk about this question, because you already are very well set. What we are talking is when we are not set, how we can move on. Our value, this is the time I want to say, our value is not only in one job. What we need to do is to build up ourselves the true value. If I leave YouTube, I can start another channel. And it may take time, but eventually I will get there, right? I am new there, but it takes time. once your accumulation of effort has gathered enough momentum, has gathered enough strength, has gathered enough value, you will be recognized. It will naturally release your value. So if you do want to make a change, if I want to make a change, what I am looking for is not necessarily the next job, the next platform. The important thing is that I look what I can produce, what I can bring up to the table. So that is what I need to worry about. I need to worry about what I can do to bring value, to make me strong, to make me better. For example, I can keep on doing this kind of video, but at the same time produce another genre of video, another kind of video. And making a new topic or focusing on a new area, or focusing on a new area, or focusing on some area that dedicate, do it deeper. So there is endless opportunities. If we pay attention to all this, to the opportunities, to what is going to happen, if we pay attention to what we can dig out of ourselves, there is endless opportunities, right? We just need to start doing. And it's just that simple. We need to start doing. I feel intimidated. I feel ashamed. I feel insulted. I feel miserable. It's because I am not good at it. It's because I am not comfortable. So the goal is how to make myself comfortable. I can improve my skill. I can learn to talk. So another thing I met is this week. This week is the last week of school. So Monday I went to school, and I was thinking, oh, this is the last week of school. I just need to go to school to see the students, so to say bye-bye, to do my last class. So I went to class, and the class was just not so well, because I was thinking about it. But I am so new to that situation. The students has already been inside the classroom for 6 months, and they have already in class, in person, teaching, learning. But for me, I have been distance learning for so long. I know how to work with distance learner. I know how to manage my distance class, but I do not know what is the new dynamic of in-person learning. And I just think I'm going there, I love them, so I want to see them. That's not enough. You have to have a game plan. You have to prepare, and you have to plan that something that you are totally new, that you do not know. And that I do not have a plan, and I cannot plan. That's the point of my failure. And this failure has taught me so much. So on Monday, I was quite miserable. I just don't feel right. And the energy is not right. And also the class, each class has different dynamic. The energy is not right. The timing is not right. My preparation is not right. Nothing works out well. Then on Tuesday, I went back again. On Monday evening, I give myself the time to rethink, to think what didn't go well, what went well, how do I avoid something wrong. So the second day I go there, it's so much more better. And the third day I went to school, the second day I went there, it was so much better. The third day I went there, it was so much better. I am becoming part of the system, part of the game. I was in the game. So it takes time. What I want to talk about this one is nothing comes out of blue. You have to practice. You have to experience some uncomfortable situation is for us to make ourselves comfortable. Is for us to think about why. Otherwise, we will not need to ask why. And I am so grateful that I did this last week in class. And I am the most grateful for this uncomfortable first Monday class, because it teaches me much more. And now what I am doing is I start to think why it is not work well. Now I do not focus on that. Now I focus what can be working better in the future. Because after this will be, after summer break will be August, we go back to school, and there will be in-person class. Now I just need to start to rethink what to be done, what should be done, what should be avoided. And because of this, it actually gave me so much more perspective and confidence in this matter. So I am very grateful. Take your time to practice. No confidence comes out of nowhere. Confidence comes through practice. So these couple of days, I was listening to the podcast and audiobook of how to cleaning up, live a simple life, and there are so many things they mention, how to throw away things if it does not bring joy, and how to arrange things. There are many tips and tricks. What I am doing, I will focus on one thing, only one thing, to put things in its place. You know, on YouTube there are this kind of video. What do I do? My routine after my job, after my day of work, going back home and then go to grocery store. There are those beautiful people, very well organized people, and not stressed people. Go to a grocery store. On the way back home, buy a bunch of flour, and going back home, put in the vase, and first take off shoes and put shoes in the shoe rack, and then put the flower on table, and maybe she got some avocado and put it on the table countertop, and then go inside to change clothes, and then go back to kitchen to wear the most comfy pyjama indoor clothes, and change to slipper, and then go back to kitchen to put the flower, cut the flower in the vase, and refrigerate the avocado, and boil a cup of tea and prepare for the afternoon, and then meditate, and then drink some green juice, and then watch a movie with the dear one, and then check some social media. Anyway, it sounds like paradise. And when I look at myself, I was as one of the friend mentioned, was when you see the YouTube video, they were so clean and so neat. And when I do cooking, the YouTube cooking video, so neat and clean. And when I do video, it's like visited by trolls. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I do cooking, my kitchen is like visited by trolls. It's so messy. Okay, so there are so many things we can do, but what I am thinking, maybe I will just remember one thing, to put things in one place. I go back home, I throw my shoes on the pouch, almost throw it to the pouch, and then go inside the class, throw my class, my dress will be flying to the bed, and pick up my most dirty, comfortable, soft clothes to myself. There is no ceremony, there is no nothing. I don't make tea, I don't do anything, no reading, no tea, no flower. I lie on the couch and half dead. That's me. That's when I finish my day. Yeah, so one thing I can do is that I can put my shoes in the right place. So next time I do not need to have one shoe in the shoe place, another shoe in the kitchen, right? So one thing I can do is to put everything in its place, and the key always put in the key place, and the bag does not even need to clean up the bag, to sort out the bag, just to put everything in the bag place. Later on we will have time to find it and clean it up. Once everything in its dedicated place, at least you are not losing anything, right? So this is what I'm thinking. And make it a habit. The point is make it a habit. You do not have to be perfect, but you have to be roughly in the right place. I will make sure roughly I am in the right place. Key is in the key area. Shoe is in the shoe area. Clothes in the clothes area. I may not have the energy to hand the clothes. It's okay. It's okay, but it's in that area. Later on I can find out. And there are times we are more exhausted than others. Do not push ourselves too much on those more exhausted days, and give ourselves some relaxation. The point of this is to build a habit. If you feel you are not good, think two things. First thing, is this, I am not yet good enough to qualify this, or this is by nature not my thing. sometimes with your gut feeling, with your instant feeling, you know something is not yours. Talk quick, talk loud, it's just not in my nature. I have a low voice, soft voice. I actually thinking about making operation of my throat so that I can talk louder, so that I can control my classroom. Now I am thinking, you have other things that you can use. You can use your calmness. You can use your discipline. You can develop another set of value to make things work, right? So once you understand this is the thing you want to do one thing at a time. Give yourself, for example, your job, your current job. Let's just say myself, my current job is teaching. I will take 1 week time, 1 month time, 2 months time, forever time, work on my classroom management. If classroom management is the problem, work on the classroom management. Not by hurting people, not by intimidating people, not by forcing people, but by my own way of doing things. If you do my way, which is comfortable to you, comfortable to me, we are all happy. Who does not want to live a life happily, comfortably, right? And even the people who wants to make trouble, and if you allow them to make trouble within a certain limit, they can exercise their troublemaking skill and they can also be comfortable. Why not, right? So work on something you are not good at. Work on something I am not good at. One weakness at a time. Not to fight against my nature, but work out a way to satisfy my nature, to satisfy the desire or the requirement or the demand from what I am going to do, what I do. Does it make any sense? Then I will be more comfortable. From there, I move on to the second level. Class arrangement, group work and things. So you do one thing at a time. You nail one thing at a time. If you are not good at something and you rush to aim yourself to make sure everything works, you will be so intimidated. You will feel so bad because the self-esteem comes from doing things right, feeling good about yourself. How do you feel good about yourself? Is that you can do something and you can do it right. Right? So start from one thing. Give yourself some time, not to ruminate, but very factually think about what is your strength and what is your weakness. My strength is that I am calm and my voice is not intimidating. And my weakness, that I can never have a chance to talk. I do not want to stand out, and I am not good at stand out. That leads me to this kind of video, that monologue video. Oh my goodness, monologue. That's my new strength. Oh my goodness, monologue. Yes, That's a new genre of my business. Blah, 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 monologue. And this is what I am comfortable with and what I can do to make people fall asleep and to relax people. This is my strength, has always been my strength. So work on your strengths. So when I make this kind of video, I know I am doing the right thing. I know I am doing good. Then the confidence comes just naturally. But if I do some motivational talk and pep talk, I do not even have the vocabulary. I am good at demotivational talking. I am good at detox talking. So that is my strength. I will use my strengths instead of doing something counter my strengths, right? So do one thing at a time, and you get yourself at least good at something. It can be not even work related. It can be you make the best coffee. It can be you make the best food. It can be you do the most silly drawing. It can be anything, starting from something that you are comfortable and confident, and branch out. You will have more and more and more. Your inventory of skill, your strength will start to increase. Do not fight with yourself. Make peace. Make peace with yourself. Make peace with life. Make peace with your situation. Think about what you are good at, not aiming at how you can please people. That's too much a requirement. That is too demanding when you are not confident enough with yourself. Once you know your strengths, once you are comfortable and confident with yourself, then move on to think how to challenge yourself, to please other people, to fulfill the demand from other people, from your job, from your other places, right? This makes me feel happy. This makes me feel happy. Just blah, blah, blah about these things. And this is what I know, what I am good at. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. Et c'est vrai.